Hello and welcome to this video where again we are going to show you 5 more financial functions. And you remember we started this 10 financial function series after Power BI has released 49 financial functions in July 2020 release. And in the last one we have seen PMT, PV, FV, rate and RRI, and this time we are going to show you PPMT, IPMT and cumulative PMT, cumulative principal, NPER, and these functions we are going to show you. NPR, which is basically nothing but your number of months, number of periods basically. So we are going to showcase you, and if you remember from the last one we created few series out here, uh, and those are principal series, EMI amount series, duration series, and we have this rate of interest series. So few series which we have created which we are going to use, and we have some basic formulas like number of months, principal and rate of interest, which we have converted into monthly. And because you remember we are using rate of interest which is an absolute number, so we have to divide it by number to convert it to a percentage number. So the first function which we are going to use is PPMT, and basically this right now in its current format is giving us the first month EMI principal amount. So what is the principal amount in the EMI for the first month, and when if we can vary, so if you see this number is 1, so if we keep on changing it, and that's where we have created PPMT monthly, where we are going to make it a max month, and we are going to take the row context and going to calculate the per month the principal. But in this one it is currently giving it the first month. And what are the parameter? As most of the financial functions you will see rate, and then we have month and the principal, and then we have taken this one because we are trying to have it by end of the month. So principal amount, annual rate, and you can play around with these numbers based on your rate of interest, amount and principal, and you'll get it. So this is PPMT, the principal amount component, and then we have this IPMT, which is basically the interest component. Let's look at the formula. Again, two version 1 where we are actually trying to find out what the first month interest we are going to give. So this is the interest which you are going to give on the first month when we have this much of principal, which is around million, and 6% annual rate of interest for 180 months. Now how we are going to get it monthly is we are going to take the context advantage of the row, and then we are going to put duration here from each month, and that's where we're going to plot a table. So now what we are going to do is we are going to do that what we were discussing. So we are going to have this monthly EMI which we have calculated last time. Then this is every month's principal, and that's where we have discussed in the principal monthly and the interest monthly, and this is why interest monthly. So you can see that each row context it is taking because of the max month, and it's decreasing, and this principal amount is increasing every month. And if you see this principal amount formula, again we have taken, and then because I wanted to show the positive values, actually I have actually made it multiplied by -1 so that you get it. But even if I try to make it cumulative, and I tried it out, I try PPMT function and I just try to make it as a cumulative number, which I was unable to do. So instead of using PPMT function, what we have two functions is cumulative principal and cumulative interest, which we are going to use out here. And this number what we are going to do is, this is the formula which is already available with us. So cum principal, again rate of interest, principal, months and principal, and 1 is the value which I am giving, which is period, and max duration is what from first to the max duration. So first to second, second to third, third to fourth. This is how we can calculate, but we are always calculating from first to this one. So because we want to accumulate from the first month till this month, what is the principal. And if you see, slowly it will keep on increasing, and the cumulative amount keep on increasing. At the end, when you reach, you have paid this cumulative principal, your EMI will have most of the amount, which is your principal amount, very less interest amount, and you end up having the zero remaining principal. But initially when you started, you are paying the huge interest amount, and this is how the complete principal works. And then you have this cumulative interest, then you have this cumulative principal and interest, both almost similar formula. So PMT is for the principal component, and this is for interest component. So we have these two functions which is basically going to give us principal and the interest component. And for remaining principal, yes, we have done a simple calculation where we actually went ahead and say principal minus cumulative principal value, which is you're going to be remaining principal value. So each month what is going to be remaining principal amount. So we have covered this PPMT, IPMT function. Then we have seen the cumulative principal, we have seen cumulative interest portion of it, and this is your EMI sheet which you might have seen your banks give us, or you might have calculated this in Excel in past. I have also done when actually initially I needed these kind of stuff, so I actually calculated it on Excel, and I used to have a sheet where these all calculations are available. Now what we are going to do, the last function which we are going to create is just like last time we have find out rate, this time we are going to find out number of months. So if I have want to take a principal which is 1 million, I want to I know the rate is 6%, and I maximum EMI amount which I can pay, I know this much I can pay, so how many months I supposed to pay that amount. And this number, because initially we have done a calculation, I know that number, and we just wanted to show you that it's exactly going to come out. We have taken a number, but this could be a number which actually you think that you can pay monthly. So what could be the possible number of months you will be able to pay back your loan? So these are 10 very helpful functions around the loan, EMI, rate of interest, number of months, present value, future value, RRI. So use those, and then you know how to use it using your various series. You can actually in Power BI replicate what you have done in Excel. And let us know if you have more questions, you want to cover us more financial functions. And thank you for watching this video.